Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. It's what we do.
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching. My co-host, my studio audience. Troublemakers. How you doing? Ready to sit down? Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. And so, with that in mind, well, okay. We were gonna go on and just let them carry on. Hi, you all. Thank you. So, after waiting 12 days, Nicki Minaj has responded. Unfortunately, after a relaxing weekend, I really don't much care. Because once you wait 12 days and then you have a weekend to separate, I think that this news came out like on Thursday night at midnight going into Friday. Well, then you have all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, but you all want my opinion. All right, so if I can remember. She put out 3 songs. No, she put out 3 songs, and one was called No Frauds, where she called Remy out. Some of the things that she said about Remy are that, you know, Remy shot a friend for over $1,000 and left her son to have to go to jail for that. Well, she also went on this, Nicki, to say that she's got the before and after pictures of Remy before plastic surgery. I don't know Remy to have any plastic surgery, but as long as you've had plastic surgery, everybody's got before and after pictures. We got yours too, Nicki. Come on now. You know, is it necessary for Nicki to have clapped back after all this time? Well, you know, I understand that people feel as though, you know, Nicki is the one who's making the money. She's the top 40 crossover. She's the bigger star out of the 2 of them. She's the bigger star. So should she have clapped back at Remy? Under normal circumstances, no. But the code of hip hop, I don't know, the code of the streets, it's something different that maybe requires a clapbackation. Anyway, Nicki went after Remy on Instagram as well by saying that, says 12 days later, but she's got her whole posse behind her, right? She called up the whole Young Money, Drake, all them. So now that she's got her backup, now she's all, you know, yippity yap. In the meantime, this one girl from the BX, you know, to the best of our knowledge, she didn't call up Fat Joe and Papoose and the Terror Squad and everybody to help her write 7 minutes of lethalness. But anyway. So, what Nicki said on her Instagram is she said something to the effect of, here at Young Money, we don't do diss records, we drop hit records and diss you on them. Queens don't move on peasant time. Well, she told Remy she had 72 hours to respond to her hit. Now, see, now where does this stop? Okay, so if Nicki put hers out at midnight on Thursday, then 72 hours has passed. Have we heard anything from Remy? Do we need to hear anything from Remy? I think that Remy has said all that she has to say regarding this matter, and then she can just move on. Both of you girls, just move on with your lives. Look, on Friday, Nicki's, on Friday, a couple more things about this. On Friday, Nicki's songs, those are the 3 of them that she put out? One was a diss track, and the other 2 were with, one was with Drake. And one was with
Lil Wayne.
Okay. So all 3 songs were number 1, 3, and 5 on Friday on iTunes. Today, they are 4, 40, and 50. And Nicki and Remy's song is no longer available on iCloud. What? SoundCloud. You know what I did over the weekend?
What?
iFly.
iFly.
Oh, that's that thing where you put on the thing and then you fly up in the air. It was exhilarating.
Wow.
It was so, I thought I was only gonna go up this high. I went all the way up. It was so much fun. Anyway. Nicki had allegedly had her label remove Remy's song from SoundCloud. Well, you know, this should be the end of this. I mean, just everyone carry on. All right, next story. Ugh. When I heard about Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez over the weekend, I wasn't shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's 47, he's 41, she's got kids, he's got kids. They're both New Yorkers. You know, they've both been divorced. They're both good-looking people. They apparently, according to what they say, they've been seeing each other for at least a few weeks. I didn't find this to be a big deal. I'm like, because I never believed the Drake thing, you know. No, you believed it. Don't say yeah. You believed it. Oh, please. They were friendly back in the day when she was married to Mark Anthony. How friendly do you think that they were? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Everybody is somebody's second, right? So they're dating and they're taking it slow. And it seems natural to me. Let's move along. By the way, today's costume is designed by Wendy Williams for HSN. I mean, what woman doesn't like a nice denim shirt dress and a pair of good leopard pumps? Yes. And the shoes go all the way up to size 12. My outfits go all the way up to size 3X. Suzanne, I designed your entire, oh my gosh, you're wearing them.
Yes.
Do you love them?
I love them. I've never worn espadrilles in my life.
Oh my gosh, I worked so hard on them.
I love them. Look,
all right,
the
look.
little lipstick and lips.
Yes. Yes.
I love them.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm getting emotional. Okay, and the skirt.
Yeah, I love it. Hugs
Pops
me
out
nice.
at the
Yep,
butt.
Pops out my butt.
Yup.
My
Hugs your
booty.
love. Right? Yes. And the denim blouse.
And the denim blouse, yeah.
Yes. I gotta tell
feel
you
great.
something, Suzanne.
Yes.
I work my behind off.
Yeah, well, it shows.
I
know, but I love this collection. A lot of denim. I love it.
Thank you. Well, I'll be at HSN this coming Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then on Saturday, I'll be there from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Just, you know, take a look at the HSN scroller. But a lot of good stuff. Oh my gosh. After I found out about the following story, I was like, okay, how am I gonna address this? It's very, very difficult, you know, to have to, you know, do hot topics and still try to make friends with people. So I've just given up on the friends part. I just say acquaintances, you know. I know people, you know what I mean? I'd rather be honest with you about my opinion than try to make anything more than acquaintances. Like, I love Tyra Banks. She's an acquaintance to the show. Wonderful girl. This used to be her studio. She's got America's Next Top Model. It's doing very well. She's fierce. She taught us how to smize and walk. And while I love America's Next Top Model with Rita Ora, I still miss Tyra. I can't figure out. Yeah. But with that said, Tyra is not the move for America's Got Talent. And I'm sorry, Tyra, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. I don't look at you as a host of a variety show. I don't really think of you as being that person with that off-the-cuff personality, like a Marlon Wayans or, you know, like you're too polished for this. I'm not saying that the other ones aren't polished, but Nick Cannon is like funny without having somebody to write him a joke or make him a script. You know, and then then you have to come battle ready every week because you know that Mel B. Spice is sitting right there and Heidi Klum is on the show. And Simon, I'm surprised that you chose Tyra, only because you're trying to create controversy though, aren't you? See, but people watch this show without that. Like, we don't need the Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez thing, I don't think, on this show. And Mel B. Spice and Heidi Klum seem to get along really well. And I'm not saying that Tyra is going to come in, you know, and throw a wrench in the whole camaraderie of it, but I don't know, she's not the one for this show, man. Somebody, she's just not. And I was trying to think, you know, what woman would be available and right for this show. And that would, well, I don't know that Sherry Shepherd's available, but she'd be good. You know, she funny, you know, with a comedic sense about herself. Well, clap if you think that Tyra is the right person to host America's Next Top Got Talent model. Talent. Nobody. Well, there's a sign of the times, Simon Cowell. Auditions begin next week. The show begins to air this summer. And Tyra, sorry, but good luck. Yeah. Sometimes if you're too pulled together, you can't be funny, you know what I mean? You gotta have a little let it go in you. Suzanne, you know what I mean?
You mean?
Yeah, you gotta have. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just too perfect she is.
Yes, too perfect.
All right, so Princess Diana's secret lover, James Hewitt, just answered the question that we've all been waiting for. Who is Harry's father? Is it Charles or is it James? Okay, we'll take a look. No, he's talking. So he's talking. So take a look and then we'll talk.
Are you Harry's father?
No, I'm not.
Why does that keep being repeated?
It sells papers.
Here's what I think, number one. Number two, he took some of the red out of his hair so that when we're looking at him, we're not seeing Harry. Then he put on Geraldo Rivera's mustache. Say, try to throw us off the trail. But I consider myself like a junior detective, so I see what's going on. They supposedly met Di and James back in 1986 when he was her horse trainer. Training her to ride. Anyway, but Harry, everybody, because they met in 86, but Harry was born in 84. I don't know what that means. Jennifer Lopez didn't start dating Alex until a few weeks ago, but if they met 5 years ago, how do we know there was no overlapation in the situation? You know, you gotta be a detective. Don't trust everything, everybody. Sometimes you've gotta squint with a squinty eye. Like, if you squint at this man, no matter how much you want to tell me that he's not the father of Harry, I will always believe he's the father of Harry. And what I also believe, in my mind, is that I don't know what his proper form of income is, and he's not old. He's like 57 years, or 58, he's 58 years old. No viable means of income that we see. So you know what that income is. In my mind, the alleged money to keep it shut and keep this going, you know? And you know, I don't blame Di. I've always liked her, and I don't blame her for running off and maybe falling into the arms of her horse trainer and any other man she wanted to. I mean, you read during the time that they were married and stuff, all the terribleness that Charles allegedly put her through, which ended up culminating into him marrying his mistress. Is she a sight for sore eyes these days, or what, Camilla? Camilla. Oof. No, that's not a recent picture. They get her up close. Anyway, I think that, and also I did some more digging. Harry resembles Di's brother Spencer. Take a look. Kind of, sort of. Now, I don't know what that means about James Hewitt being the father, but clap if you think that, that the Prince Charles is the boy's father. Okay. Well, Di, I don't blame you for anything you had to do, and your boy turned out right. And as a matter of fact, both of them, they both turned out right. And I don't really, you know, even though I would love to know the truth, it's not even necessary anymore. You know, William and Harry are both grown. Charles has moved on to Camilla. James is not saying anything, and Di is dead. So what do we accomplish? But it's a fun story to keep going. Kind of like Janet Jackson's daughter, Tiffany, allegedly. You know, we don't know that to be, but it's a fun story to every once in a while revisit and dig. By the way, did you see Mama June over the weekend? All right, this is my first time seeing the show. I miss all the episodes because I was on the wrong channel every single week. It's on We. All right, so Mama June, her show is called From Not to Hot, and she was caught off guard when she had to face Sugar Bear's new fiance. Now, before we roll this footage, what you need to know is that Mama June is she tried on a size 12 wedding dress. And so she's in there just for fun. Just for fun, you know. She tried on this wedding dress, size 12, and Sugar Bear, that's Mama June's ex-husband, you know, the one that gummed all her mouth. She's busy over here buying a whole new body. In the meantime, he needs to get himself a set of choppers. Anyway, he's got a new fiance, so somebody loves it. Take a look.
I would be more than willing to walk him down the aisle and give him to you because God always said to let underprivileged people play with your used toys.
Do you think I come here to see anything that you had to do? I was hoping like hell you weren't going to be here, for I didn't have to look at you.
Well,
I was
sorry.
just hoping maybe somebody brought her here.
No, ma'am. That is
and
Sugar Bear knows that.
Hush. You can't keep a man, so you know there's no use sitting there running your mouth. You need to just quit being trash and keep a steady man.
All right. Now here's the thing. If you're wondering, like a lot of people in the Hot Topics meeting, they said, well, you know, it looks odd, she's got all the hanging skin. What you do when you get these specialty surgeries is you lose all the weight you possibly can lose. And then in a future episode of this, yes, she's got the bingo wings. She does her arm lifts and stuff. She's still got a lot under her chin. I'm sure there's a lot going on. But the woman lost, come on, you all, she's lost like 3 people. She looks really terrific. And she dyed her hair blonde like that. Oh yes. Listen, she's being very transparent about this surgery. I think that she looks great so far. There might be a little size envy coming from the fiance, I don't know. But Mama June did keep Sugar Bear for many, many years, lady, and now she's moving on with her life. I've always said she's a very attractive woman. Wait until she gets that surgery. And then, this is with no makeup, or well, not so much makeup. Wait until she gets like, you know, professional makeup and gets some tracks put in. It looks like, well, you know, one thing at a time. Sometimes when you dye your hair really, really blonde, or even when it's brown or black, sometimes as you get older, your hair gets thinner. You need a few tracks to thicken it up. She is going to be a knockout. And the show is called, what's it called? Mama June Loses Weight. Details at 11.
From Not to Hot.
On
We TV.
On what night was that?
Friday nights at 10 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. I liked it. So the new edition is striking while the iron's hot. I think they're doing way too much with this next move, though. Okay, so Michael Bivins hinted that they're going to be going on world tour with the cast of their biopic. And I guessed it right away why they'd be doing this. I said, because, you know, the New Edition, you know, they do those moves and stuff, but nobody can keep up the stamina for that. I mean, we saw Bobby Brown just... Look at Bobby over on the end with the hat on. Watch what Bobby does. That was 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago. It's so cute though, but he was really giving it to us the way we'd probably be giving it back to him as well. Like, really? It's tiresome. So they're gonna go on tour. They're gonna probably have, they'll do one song, the real New Edition. Then they'll send out the old edition. Well, I guess the old edition will do one song. Then the new edition from the movie will do another song. I don't know that people are paying to see the new edition. I mean, maybe they're paying, you know, to see Bashir because, you know, he's a bona fide musician and he's on the show Empire. People love him. I mean, why don't you all just go out by yourselves, New Edition, and just get some stools and stop all that jumping around, okay? And we've got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, we've got the inside scoop on a possible O.J. Simpson's reality show. So grab a snack and come on back.